Hello my besties, welcome to the official YouTube channel of the Sexy Music Assassins, and today's vlog is not complete without this refreshing, it's not diet, but it's zero sugar Pepsi. I couldn't find my iconic diet Pepsi in the store. They're out of stock, so I got this. Still Pepsi. Alright, so cheers. Alright, besties, before we start, please follow all my TSMA family on smule.com. They're all amazing singers. Not only my TSMA family, but my former TSMAs. Okay, so follow them also in all their social medias. Okay, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. What else? Smule. It's the same. But that diet Pepsi though, it has like zest to it, you know. It's tastier than this zero sugar. Alright, so whatever. So buy diet Pepsi, okay? This is zero sugar Pepsi. Alright, so let's do this, my besties. So, besties, I have a question. Why bees, you know, jolly bee, why bees are essential to the planet Earth and to the humans? I talk like I'm not a human being. I'm an alien. Yay! No, I'm not an alien no more. I'm a citizen of the United States of America. So, with the Sexy Music Assassins, or TSMA, are prioritizing the environmental awareness or consciousness. Okay, so this is, that's the foundation. This is the Gucci primer, right? You know, in protection, you know, we are pro awareness of this bee thing. What do you call this? There's a name for it. Not a beekeeping, you know. So we support all the establishments that prioritizes, you know, the sustainable principles, conservation, you know, of natural resources, stuff like that, and promotion of environmental, like what I said, awareness, okay, are paramount, you know, considerations in all our videos. You know, if you search from our playlist, you know, check the environmental videos, stuff like that, okay, activities, and anchored in our sustainable development, okay, like, so our vision, this is our vision for generations framework. So within this pillar, okay, within our belief, you know, we encourage everyone to plant more plants, of course, greens, like trees, vegetables, stuff like that. You know, the fruit bearing plants, or the flower, a lot of like seeds, okay, that produces lots of flowers, you know, that's important to sustainable, like you maintain a sustainable site vegetation, like, you know, you follow that and make a program, you know. So in doing so, we promote biodiversity in many of our communities, and we provide a living space. If we follow this, we have a platform for this, my besties. We protect the bees, which is one of the pollinators. Alright, so we all should have a platform, not only the government, we as concerned citizens, for biodiversity and ecosystem services, okay, about pollinators like bees, butterflies, stuff like that, in all over the world, that will highlight, you know, their significance to human societies over millennia as a whole. Okay, this is so why bees are so essential to the planet Earth and to the people. Alright, so we will tackle about that. So as we all know, besties, bees are very crucial for biodiversity. biodiversities. So here's how, in general, we can support their survival. So we all know that bees play a vital role in the continuing existence, okay, of human beings. I talk like an alien again. So many bees, okay, play eusociality, which means from the Greek EU means good, okay, and social, sociality, good sociality, okay, the highest level of organization of sociality. All right, so this is defined, where's the Valentino for our foundation, defined by the following characteristics. So cooperative brood care, including the care of offspring. That's, for example, from other individuals, overlapping like generations, like that, within a colony of adults. Okay, and a division of labor into reproductive and non-reproductive groups. So my besties, the division of labor creates this specialized standard, like behavioral groups within an animal society. Okay, so imagine that. So which are sometimes referred to as castes. Okay, castes. Alright, so EU sociality is distinguished from all other social systems because individuals, of at least one caste or caste usually lose the ability to perform, okay, at least one behavior characteristic of individuals in another caste. Okay, so EU social colonies can be viewed as super organisms. Alright, that's it. Okay, so each individual plays a vital role within a colony, which itself, okay, could be seen as a living individual. So this is the cosmetics under eye. Okay, so bees play a vital role in continuing existence of humans. Alright, so they pollinate around a third of the food we eat, although the exact figure, my best is hotly debated. Alright, so many of the crops that makes our clothes and those used for like feeding livestock, like that, out of like 400 different types of plants grown for human consumption, bees play some roles, okay, in the yield and quality of 85%. So besties, as a result of this, okay, it is estimated that annually bees contribute like 170 billion worth of crop pollination around the world. So that's a lot, my besties. So this is vital with our growing population in need of food we eat every day. So you know what I'm saying. Economically like speaking, beekeeping, okay, can be an important, sustainable, and alternative source of income that's in rural areas, benefiting communities living in and around the forest. Alright. So my besties, bees also provide services to ecosystems beyond this anthropocentric. Right. So they have evolved to be highly efficient, okay, pollinators of a huge variety of trees and other plants, vital for nature's biodiversity. So bees visit plants for their food, nectar and pollens and so on and have evolved to do so, while also usually benefiting the plant they are visiting. So it goes to one plant to the other, so their bodies are covered in hairs, okay, to trap the nectar, the pollen grains, okay, which they can do so year-round, climate dependent, okay, so long as there are flowers in the fields available. So their co-evolution over millions of years, okay, make sure you just have to blend that, has led to symbiotic relationship. Symbiotic. As old as each species. Okay, so nectar and pollen from the flowering plants, trees, okay, are bees' only food source. Okay, nectar for energy and pollen for baby food. And bees, my besties, a primary pollinator for many plants. So bees also act as an indicator of the state and of the environment. So their presence, my besties, or absence, okay, this tells us, okay, of the current health of that ecosystem. So it is really important that we do our part to protect these pollinators, especially nowadays. They're in a great crisis right now. There has been an increase in awareness raising for the plight of bees. So besties, in the 6 years leading up to 2013, more than like 10 billion, around that, okay, honeybee colonies across the world were lost, as in gone. So often to colony collapse. These are there, where bees abandon their hives, leaving the queen and young, okay, to fend for themselves. So although, my brother, the full cause of CCD has not yet been like established, okay, evidence points towards the use of neonicotinoids. This one, pesticides, okay, brought in to replace other like banned pesticides. Okay. So inevitably, following CCD, the hives die out because of this. Although mercifully, farmers are able to like restock honeybee numbers each year. Alright, that's this. So the same cannot be said for less blatantly economically beneficial species such as solitary bees, okay, which make up for vast majority of bee species. So of these, around 1 in 10 or 15 face extinctions, as a result of intensive farming, insecticide use, especially climate change. Yeah, the habitats, they depend on for nesting sites. And foraging are rapidly diminishing, okay, due to urbanization also. That's in the year 1945. So around 98% of wildflower meadows also in the United Kingdom have vanished. So leaving precious few refuge for them to bounce back. What am I saying? So how can we help as human beings? So it's not to layer to save our bees from extinction, really. So here are some of the best ways we humans can help. Okay, we can promote the health of bees, both close to home and beyond. Alright, so If you are watching this video, please follow all my TSMA family on Instagram.com. They're all amazing singers. I think amazing singers. So I'm gonna use this Morphe face palette for contouring. Alright, so spread awareness, like what I said. Okay, educate others about the importance of pollinators. Not only the bees, the butterflies, and other insects, okay? And share how you planted for bees, you know, butterflies, birds, stuff like that, and other animals at home. You can use this, you know, you do it on TikTok like that, so you can encourage other teenagers or other people also to plant trees, stuff like that. So raise awareness among children and adolescents on the importance of bees and express your support for beekeepers also. Alright. So we have to fill our gardens also with bee-friendly plants. Like the one I said, the one that always grows, you know, flowers, stuff like that. Plant nectar-bearing flowers, okay? Like marigolds, especially sunflowers. They love that for decorative purposes on the balconies, terraces, and gardens. Especially the sunflower. Oh, I love sunflower. Yeah, you do that, besties. You have to do that, okay? Here I really can't plant because they die right away. Plant native plants. So native plants are considered the best choice because of their abundance of nectar and pollen, in addition to being low maintenance. Okay, generally pest-free, you know, drought-tolerant too, and ability to control erosion, like the cactus and that. The cactus also produces flowers. So they are good sources of food and shelter for wildlife and naturally beautiful. Dandelions too, you can plant that. I'm not kidding. The bees love dandelions. So reducing the frequency of mowing, you know, and planting native flowers can massively benefit bee populations. So you don't need a lot of space really. Okay, you know, you can create a window box, okay, of flowers and unmown patches of lawn. If you don't use that land area, then you can throw seeds there, and which provides you shelter and food sources for multiple different species. Okay, aim to have flowers that bloom year round, grow snowdrops, you know, crocuses, you know, daffodils, the white, what do you call that one? The white flowers. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, spring feast, and you know, the cyclamen, the dahlias and begonias, you know, for autumn stockpiling. So look for wildflower seed mixes. Go to Target or Walmart, they have a lot there, or Home Depot. So they're tough to grow, but in the right conditions, okay, they provide most benefits for our pollinators. If you want, you can plant away from your house so the bees won't go to in your house, okay, just around your like fences like that. So also you can buy also local honey. Buy honey and other hive products from your nearest local beekeeper. Alright, what happened to my voice? Excuse me. Alright, so honeybees are not the be all and end all of the bee pollination, especially in the United Kingdom or further afield. So however, you know, you buying local honey supports local bees pollinating plants in your local areas. I think we have here in Wasilla, in Palmer, you know, it's a win-win for our environment and the beekeepers. Alright, so yeah. Alright, besties, I'm gonna add some here. So purchasing from small businesses also protects against mass production of supermarket, you know, bought pollen-free honey, you know, often packed with artificial sweeteners, you know, excuse me, like the high fructose corn syrup. So if you eat honey, make sure it's from your local hives. Okay, so it's not really full of sugar, which I can't eat that because I'm diabetic. So, you know, preserve also, like what I said, old meadows, which feature a more diverse array of flowers and so nectar-bearing plants. That's what I want. You know, God willing, if God will give me, you know, if this YouTube will grow, okay, that's what I want. Like, God willing, okay, if He will give us a lot of money and I can purchase a huge land, I want to like take care of animals, and I will put like I will literally, like, God willing, you know, okay, like save a land for just flowering plants for these pollinators. I just wanna see that, you know, they're happy and free. Like what I said, preserve old meadows, which feature a more like diverse array of flowers. Okay, cut grass on meadows only after the nectar bearing plants have finished blooming. Okay, use pesticides that do not harm bees and spray them in, okay, like windless weather, either early in the morning or late at night, okay, when bees withdraw from blossoms, okay, when there's no more bees around. So limit or eliminate use of pesticides. You know, a healthy garden with the appropriate plant species, okay, and an abundance of pollinators, okay, will actually support natural beneficial insects. Okay, so excuse me, this, my besties, reduces the need for pest control. All right, this summer we have to do this, besties. Summertime. So as tempting as it may be, using like herbicides, pesticides can significantly harm bee population. So as well as everything further up, okay, the food chain, such as your garden birds, okay, mulch, okay, put mulch around the base of trees and on like bare earth. Not only will this suppress the weeds, it will also provide nutrients to your plants if you put mulch, okay, and nesting sites for overwintering insects. So look into like companion planting. So besties, this summer, plant more attractive or naturally like repelling plants between your crops, okay, to attract or repel unwanted insects. All right, okay, like what I said, create a nesting site. So while honeybees require large hives to to thrive in, okay, the majority of bee species require much less space. So you have to create a bee hotel, a hotel which allows them to nest and rest, or build a rock garden. Ooh, they will like that. So many bee habitats are considered like messy to most gardeners, but by maintaining some areas of the garden undisturbed, only you like segregate a part for the bees, okay. If that part of the garden is undisturbed, The nooks and crannies can act as warm shelters for the local solitary bees. Righty, besties. So plant a continuous food supply. Alright, besties. I'm gonna add this. Okay. So the pollinator friendly plants that bloom, during each of the 3 blooming periods, the spring, summer, and fall. Include winter also. If you live in a warmer climate, it is especially important, okay, to plant flowers that bloom in early spring and late summer. Here we plant forgot the name of that plant. So yeah, daffodils. Is it daffodils? No, I forgot. Oh my God, is that a sign of dementia? I rebuke that in Jesus' name. So besties, it is especially important to plant flowers, like what I said, in early spring and late summer. So bees have adequate food when emerging from and preparing for winter. Hibernation. You think only the bears hibernate? Also the bees. So plant in groupings, like clumps, okay, of each plant species, okay, for a greater impact. Woo. So like what I said, dandelions, my besties. You know that dandelions are the first food for bees emerging in the spring. I noticed that when I was showing houses before, there was lots of dandelions in that property. It was like very like it's so, you can feel the nature that you are a part of nature if it's like that. You're surrounded with a lot of dandelions, and the house was really like collapsing, it's falling apart, but the field around that house was full of dandelions. So beautiful, my besties. So beautiful. So besties, do not kill the dandelions. Leave them in your yard and feed the bees. Dandelion petals and leaves are also edible, okay, and can be used in salads. And also, by the way, those are oh my gosh, the dandelions, I read that if you want to whiten your skin, it has glutathione, the dandelions. You just have to boil it, wash it real good, boil it, and then drink it. I read that they said that's really good, and it's good for kidneys. My besties, buy organic. Alright, so one of the best things we can do is to promote bee-friendly growing techniques. Is to go, buy organics. According to the Soil Association, plant insect and bird life is 50% more abundant of organic farms. So by supporting these farms, you are supporting the expansion of organic farming practices, which is good. Okay, so helping the bee populations further afield, right? Alright, besties. So my besties, include a diversity of plants also, shapes and colors, okay, as well as varying plant heights. Alright, so support a greater number and diversity of pollinators. Include a combination of native plant species like heirloom plants and herbs in your pollinator garden. Common herbs, like the rosemary, basil, oregano. Ooh, I love oregano, but I don't like that smell. Okay, marjoram, the borage. Okay, these are the excellent bee plants. So you have to allow unharvested fruits and vegetables to both go to flower, okay, for added bee food. So install also bat boxes. So you know that bats also are pollinators, like the bees. They also need our help. So leave snags for habitat or install a bat box. So you have to Google that. You can learn more about the benefits of bats. Okay, I don't think we can tackle that. Okay, the bats. I will be needing a thing for that. Maybe a wing. So biodiversity is essential to pollinators' health. So for effective crop production, my besties, okay, and health of our natural resources, it sustains the ecosystems, fertile soils, and plant pollinations, helping farmers grow healthy food. Alright. So bees alone contribute nearly $20 billion to the value of crop production in the US each year. That's a lot. So please, besties, do not kill bees. Alright, so it's more than 1/3 of all crops depend on pollinators for propagation. Ensuring a sustainable food supply, requires each of us to play a role, okay, in preserving our land, of course, and protecting all these pollinators and other beneficial insects and animals. Alright, besties. So we can all do our part to protect these pollinators and other beneficial insects by promoting more sustainable practices. That diversify our agricultural land, also our golf courses, okay, other landscapes that are not in use, to learn more about the pollinator protection and stewardship best practices. Alright, besties. So alright, so let's put our first base color. So pollinators like honeybees, butterflies, birds, bats, and other animals are hard at work, okay? They're hard at work providing vital, okay, but often unnoticed services, which is sad. We take them for granted, okay? So do you know that they pollinate crops like apples, bananas, blueberries, strawberries, okay, melon, watermelon, peaches, potatoes, almonds, okay, coffee, mangoes, vanilla chocolates. They all do that, besties. So sometimes we take them for granted, which is really, really, really sad. Yeah. So besties, I am going to end our color. Right, so yellow. You know what? I want to add brown. No, not brown. Yellow first. Alright. This is yellow. I am using this, okay, Juvia's Place. Alright. Let's do this, besties. know, besties, pollinators visits flowers, okay, in their search for food also, nectar and pollen. So during a flower visit, a pollinator, right, may accidentally like brush against the flower's reproductive parts. So unknowingly depositing pollen from flower to flower. So the plant uses the pollen to produce a fruit or a seed. So look how the Lord works. It's really beautiful. Plants cannot reproduce without pollen carried to them by foraging pollinators. So, and besties, oh, I like this. You may have heard that bees are disappearing. Remember what I told you earlier? They're disappearing and bats are dying. I'm not sure if they're eating the bats, but these and other animals, pollinators, okay, face many trials in life, many challenges in the modern world. So habitat loss, okay, like fire, okay, disease, parasites, environmental, contaminants like also climate change, stuff like that, have all contributed to the decline of these many species of pollinators. So pollinators that can't find the right quantity or quality of food, like the nectar, grains, pollen grains, from blooming plants within flight range, don't survive. They die. They die right away. So right now, there simply aren't enough pollinators, okay? There aren't enough pollinator-friendly planting, to support pollinators. So, besties, I encourage everyone to please help besties while we can, while there's still time. So always remember, besties, we have to enhance biodiversity. Okay, like what I said. So there's something really reassuring about bees buzzing and butterflies floating, okay, above a colorful patch of flowers or wildflowers growing in an agricultural landscape. That's because a diverse habitat, okay, with a healthy population of pollinators helps support agriculture. Alright, besties. So bees are more than just small honey collectors, okay? They are crucial for biodiversity and health all over the world. So let's not take granted, okay? Let's not take them for granted. So together with other insects, they are responsible for plant pollination. So this one, which ensures the survival and diversity of food crops and medicinal plants. As a consequence, my besties, the United Nations organization created May 20, if I'm not mistaken, the World Bee Day. This is held annually. I like that. I can't wait. I want to see that. Alright, besties. So bees at risk from pesticides, also from air pollution. So sadly, okay, bees and other pollinators such as butterflies, bats, and hummingbirds are increasingly under threat from human activities. So be careful, my besties, of what we do. We don't want to hurt these pollinators. You see, bee populations have been declining over the years, like globally over the years. Over recent decades. That's a lot. So due to habitat loss, intensive farming practices, okay, changes in weather patterns, and excessive use of like pesticides, okay. So let's be careful, my besties, about this. We don't want to kill this besties of the agriculture, okay. All right, so my besties, this in turn poses also a threat to a variety of plants critical to humans, okay, human well-being also, and livelihoods. So I will add brown shade. So air pollution is also thought to be affecting the bees. Air pollution. So air pollutant, my besties, interact with scent molecules released by plants, which bees need to locate food. So the mixed signals interfere with the bees' ability to forage efficiently, so making them slower and less effective at pollination. It doesn't help them at all. So besties, increasing crop and regional farm diversity, okay, as well as targeted habitat conservation, especially in our local farmers, okay. Management or restoration is one way of combating climate change and promoting biodiversity. So this is just the brown besties, okay? Alright. Okay. Whew, I like that. Now I'm gonna add black color. This Murphy. It's called eyeshadow palette. They're all eyeshadow palette anyway. So the World Bee Day raises awareness of the essential role of the bees and other pollinators play in keeping people and planet healthy. So May 20, this coincides the birthday of Anton Jansa, I think, who in the 18th century pioneered modern beekeeping techniques in his native Slovenia. So, and praised the bees for their ability, to work so hard while needing so little attention. All right, so let's add this black color. Just like that. Oh, perfect. So just in the middle, okay. Just rub it in. Okay, I like that. So brush it in and out. Alright. Okay, so I'm just gonna nice. Wow. Whew. Love it. love. So let's add black color. So besties, what's the economic influence of this? So it is estimated that in North America, okay, around 30% of the food, okay, humans consume is produced from bee pollinated plant life. So the value, okay, of pollination by bees is estimated around 16 billion in the US alone. So we would be unable to enjoy most of our favorite fruits, okay, like the apples, oranges, stuff like that, vegetables or nuts, okay, without these pollinators. So bees also pollinate crops such as clover and alfalfa, okay, alfalfa that cattle feed on, so making bees important to our production and consumption of meat and dairy. So it's really, really important, my besties. We don't want to lose these bees. So honey production from around 135 to 136,000 American beekeepers, carrying approximately let's say 3 million colonies, so totaled almost like 150 million pounds, okay, in 2007 or 2008. So this production was worth over 150 million, with a per pound cost of all honey at 103 cents. See that? Wow. So my besties, okay, although honey is often the first product in mind, bees also make or are indirectly involved in making other goods. So this include honey-based products, okay. I'm gonna use these. I'm gonna use the yellow, okay, for like blush. So these include honey-based products such as candies, beeswax, pollen as a supplement. They mix that with medicine, stuff like that. Candles, okay, glue, sometimes they use it for cosmetics, so as well as additional bees for sale to other parties. So besties, whereas crop pollination is by far the most important and profitable of bee services, honey is the most well-known and most profitable of all the the direct products resulting from the efforts of honey bees. Oh, and I love honey. It's good for singing, okay. So many millions of pounds of honey are produced each year. That's in the US, here in the US. And bring in millions, billions, not millions, billions of dollars of revenue. So natural honey is sweet. So it's pleasant and delicious. It smells really good, okay? And it can also be artificially and naturally flavored with nuts and spices. See that, bestie? So, what are the reasons, besties, why honeybees are so important? Okay, honeybees are amazing insects that have a lot of impact on human beings. I talk like alien again. So they are hardworking creatures, okay, that underpin the sustenance of life in this Mother Earth, in this planet Earth. So, however, people have increasingly predisposed them to unfavorable environments, leading to massive deaths. I saw a lot of people they burn the honey beehives, okay, and literally burn the bees. I saw that on Facebook. Lots of people from Southeast Asia, and then they literally get the beehive and eat the honey. So there are more reasons to cherish honeybees than to kill them, okay, or inhibit their activities using chemicals. So here are the reasons, okay, why they are so important to us. Okay, here was this. Ay, kabayo. So they pollinate food crops. Okay, so this one I want to add also yellow here. Right here, best you see. Alrighty. There you go. So honeybees always travel incredible distances to look for pollen. So it is because of these amazing journeys, okay, that fertilization takes place between the food crops, okay. As a result, we are able to enjoy many foods like cucumbers, apples, like what I said, cherries, limes, lemons. It's good for pansy. I love pansy. So all these food crops would not be there if bees disappeared. We will go hungry. So scientists have even come up with various techniques to make better use of bee pollinators. So for instance, okay, one scientist at Saskatchewan, okay, museum, I don't know if I said that right, has come up with a unique technique of pollinating hascap plants using honeybees. Hascap berries, okay, have a lot of antioxidants and other healthy nutrients. So the plants are often difficult to pollinate with other insects, okay, in a normal environment. Alright, that's this. So I'm gonna add this Valentino, my fab blush, just a little bit, okay, just to give that glow like sun-kissed glow. Or there you go. Oh yeah, nice. That's it, just like that. Okay, so now we're gonna add our highlighter by the Nesomatics. So bees pollinate wild plants. Alright, we all know that, besties. So bees not only help with food crops, they also pollinate wild plants. So we should never ignore the importance of wild plants in our lives. These wild plants, okay, are major components of biodiversity. Remember, they have nectar, they have pollens, okay? They provide food to a wide variety of insects, like what I said, because they have pollen grains and nectars, okay? So birds and animals that constitute nature, right? Without these wild plants, these key players in the ecosystem would disappear, as in literally would disappear. Right, let's add our highlighter. So there would be no milk, meat, and other important foods we get directly from animals and birds if there are no wild plants. So we would also lack oxygen. We need oxygen to survive, okay? So it is important to keep the honeybees around so that many plants continue to exist. Remember, they transport this, the process of fertilization. So these plants can produce more nectars, more fruits, more flowers. So they produce honey. All honeybees carry the nectar, okay, extracted from plants, back to the hive. They put it back to the hive. So they mix the nectar, okay, with their saliva. Ooh, sweet. In a cell, okay, to produce the honey. it is only bees who can produce honey for us. All right. Okay, it helps prevent cancer, heart disease, gastrointestinal disorders, and also my diabetes. So honey also reduces coughs, increases athletic performances, okay, heals the wound and fights bacteria. And thank you, Lord, okay, thank you for all these wonderful creatures. The country, because of this, the country produced more than 157 million pounds of honey. That's every single year. Alright, so let's add more. What do you call this one? Contour a little bit. You know why this is why I love this more. I like this because it makes a perfect contour, like as in. See that? Wow. Alright, bosses, let's do this. Also, let's not forget that there are products that can be produced, okay, through honeybees. So one of the most common products we have likely come across, okay, in the shops is the bee pollen. So this is the highlighter. Okay, it is a food product that is low in calories, but rich in proteins, enzymes, okay, vitamins, beneficial carbohydrates, okay, amino acids, stuff like that, and bioflavonoids, okay. It is capable of stabilizing our cholesterol. I have a lot of cholesterol, high cholesterol, rejuvenating the body, stimulating organs, or accelerating the rate of recovery and strengthening capillaries, okay. So if you have like that, you can visit like if you have a local like organic store, you can go there and visit. I'm sure they have that there, So another important product is bee wax. Oh, bee wax. It is used in skincare products. Bee wax, candles, and furniture polish. What am I saying? Polish. Okay. So employment benefits. Okay. So bee farms are major sources of employment here in the USA. Right. So there are about 212, if I'm not mistaken, beekeepers in the country. So this is the dark brown Alligator brow. So these people employ at least 4 workers in their farms to help them manage the colonies. That's a lot. Alright, so a considerable number of people work as honey bees pollination services providers, okay, while others are employed in organizations that deal directly with bee products, okay, such as the cosmetic stuff like that. So this one has bee products also. Textile and candle companies, you know, so there are about like 1.5 million people who benefit directly from honeybees when it comes to employment. So don't just kill bees, okay? Think about their importance to us before thinking of killing them. So my best is honeybees might seem small and insignificant insects, but they play a huge vital role in food production, health, and also employment. So it is the role of everyone, as in everyone, you and me, okay, to ensure we employ the best practices that can help keep honeybees alive and active, alive and kicking. Alright, so let's finish this makeup tutorial. Alright, let's finish this. Let's add our brows, my besties. Brows. Okay. Okay. Ooh, I like that one. It's kind of thick a little bit, but it's okay. I like it. Oh. Alright. Now then, we're just gonna like rub it. I need this. Alright, so let's do this, besties. Alright. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Let's see. Nice. We are going to add this NYX Jumbo eye pencil. Right, so let's do this. Just a little bit here at the corner. There you go. And add a little tinge of highlighter. Just a little tiny one. Like this. Like this, besties. Okay. That. See that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Wow. The only one I'm saying. So it's okay sometimes to cheer yourself, you know. Because if you don't, then who else will? Tell yourself, good job, self. Alright. Hey, it's okay, it's free. Just say, good job, self. Alright, let's do this. So I'm gonna add a little bit of. I love this. A bee glam. Is there such a thing as bee glam? Yeah, this one. I'm just kidding. Alright, let's do this. Oh yeah, hi to my mom and dad, alright? And Goya, my sisters. Right, my siblings, my relatives, love you all. Love you all. God bless you all. Also, all my TSMA family. Love you all so much. Alright, so let's add this little. Alright, besties. Now we're gonna add our lashes. Lashes. Where are you? By Kiss Lash Glue. Alright, let's do this, besties. Okay. Almost done. There you go. Ooh, sexy. Wow. Alright, so let's color our lips. Right, I'm just gonna add more black here. Let me see. Ooh. Nice, like it. Alright, so let me use this dubious lip liner. Oh, it's already gone, huh? Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Alright, so this, I think, what is this? What is this? I can't see. Hold on, let's see. I really need like eyeglasses. Okay, I'll use this Jacqueline here. Okay. Lipstick. This is from Murphy. It's from Disney Murphy collab, and it's called Goody. My gosh, I don't have eyeglasses. Sorry, besties. All right, I love that one. It's like that lip is ready for nectar sucking and pollen. What do you call this one? Pollen dripping or yeah, I think it's that, huh? Right, let me see. All right, I think it's too big. Let me see. Well, if you're not happy with how it looks, you always you can always like conceal it. The problem is, where is my concealer? Where is my? Oh, I think it's hiding here. Nope, it's not that. My butt is stuck to the chair. Whoa, what? I really can't. I think I'll just have to like fix it a little bit. That's okay. I can't touch that anymore, but I just have to like draw a line, I guess. I think we're ready. I'm excited. Alright, I will reveal to you the final makeup look. Love you all. Please don't forget to subscribe. God bless. Alright, my besties, if you like this video, please don't forget to hit that like button, share, and comment below. I will see you all next time. God bless.
you.